Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CSL 2017 to 2018 seasons. My name is Wivrex. I am joined by the man himself, Carlton.
Hello, everyone. I am Carlton, joined by the man himself, Wivrex, and we are here to cast UCLA, who is currently 3-1, with not every game being played, but every game they have played being played to the best of their ability, and UC San Diego, who is 4-2. What do you think about this game, Wivrex?
I think that what is this? It looks like UCLA every game except for almost all their games 2-0s with just one or two two. Yeah, it looks like one single game went to a 3-game series. All the others have been 2 or 0 or 0 and 2.
That's the way to do it. Win it clean, win it fast, maybe sprinkle a little loss in there to give them hope, but take those W's.
Yeah, UC San Diego, on the other hand, straight 2-0s and 0-2s across the board. Every single game they've had.
They don't have time to mess around. They either win or they lose, and then they get out of there.
You know, Carlton, we got a minute here before the game starts. I think this might be a good time, since the whole world is talking about it, talk about a little thing called net neutrality.
Oh, wow. Is that Taylor Swift's new album?
I think it might be. But no, actually, net neutrality, if you want to hear us talk about this more, you actually need to be subscribed to your internet subscriber package of politics. It's an extra $4.99 a month, and I think it's absolutely worth it.
Is that Canadian dollars?
It's whatever they'll take whatever.
Well, I'll take two.
But yeah, if that sounds stupid to you, well, that's what the future of the internet could look like. There's been screenshots. We've all seen. Carlton, have you seen the ones from, I think it's Argentina? It's another country where the cable companies actually break up all your websites, all your apps, and you have to subscribe to different little packages to be able to use them.
You know what? I think I have seen that, and that doesn't seem like a future I want to be a part of.
It's terrifying as hell. I don't have any specific resources to link you, but if you just go to reddit.com right now, the front page is awash in all kinds of net neutrality posts. Find yourself your congressman if you are a United States viewer here with the CSL. Most of these teams are U.S. based, and we're here in a fledgling esport, and a lot of our ability to thrive, and CSL's ability to thrive, and Dota's ability to thrive, really, really depends on us not getting locked down and weird power plays happening with these companies. So take the time, go call your congressman, write letters, make phone calls, send emails, show up at Verizon. They're doing protests at Verizon because Ajit Pai used to be, a head lobbyist for Verizon, the head of the FCC. So
so are you saying that if things go downhill, are you saying that the esports that I want to watch aren't necessarily going to be the esports that my internet service provider wants me to watch, and they can do something about that? They can kind of control what I can see. Is that what you're saying?
Not just watch, your basic cable subscription, your basic internet subscription might come with League of Legends included. You got to pay extra for Dota 2.
No.
I know.
I didn't think it could get that bad. Whew.
But that is all I'm going to leave you with net neutrality. It seems like everyone's getting the discussion going today, which is good. So I wanted to take a moment to do that. CSL, Dota, it's got a big effect on all of us here, especially esports fans. So we are
Special place in my heart, just like you.
Absolutely. But we talked a little bit about the teams. It looks like we are going into the draft here very shortly.
Perfect. I can't wait for this game. I think this is going to be a great game. I'd also like to give a shout out to UCLA. This is their very first stream appearance. I'm looking for something flashy. I'm looking to remember the name.
Who, UCSD or UCLA?
UCLA, first stream appearance.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Ever.
Horchata, on the other hand, this is their third appearance here.
I'm sick of them already. That's all I ever see on stream.
I don't like horchata anyway.
Dang.
It's not good. Not UCSD horchata, just regular horchata.
Oh, well, I don't even know what that word means.
It's like a vanilla cinnamon drink.
Okay, you're really doing a bad job of selling me on this being bad.
It tastes like thick grossness. Like when you left your milk in the fridge a little too long, and
Okay,
you
yeah.
don't give it the sniff test first. You just go for a
I
drink.
mean,
and
I don't, but I
it's a
know what
little
my
too
roommate
thick.
does. I usually give it the pour it in my cereal and realize 3 bites later it's a little bit
Oh no!
off.
At least you've got some like cereal to mask the flavor.
I don't have milk, but at least I have a roommate too.
Oh my! You don't have a roommate either, do you, Carlton?
You know what? Let's get back on topic with the game. We don't need to talk about who I may or may not live with. Anyways,
Yeah, San Diego has. There's no real comparison for these two teams. This is their first time, obviously, going up against each other, and then San Diego's only lost to Davis and Cal Poly Pomona, whereas UCLA hasn't played Davis yet, and of course also lost to Cal Poly Pomona because Cal Poly Pomona is just smashing everyone's butt right now.
winning, taking those W's, defending their ancient, and stopping the other team from defending theirs. That's their strategy, I've heard.
I believe they are number 1 in the rankings right now. Yeah, they are top right now.
So going into this game, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
First phase of the draft, we're going to see a Bane ban. What do you think about that? Am I wild?
Don't think so. I think if he, I don't think he should get banned, and I don't think he should get picked either. I think
You know what?
everyone
I
can
would
just
agree
go
with
on
you.
their merry way.
I would agree with you, but I'm going for it. We're
You know
seeing a
who-
Bane first phase.
I think tiny ban first phase.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, okay. That hero's essentially just been banned from competitive play with what it's been seeing in the banning phase.
Yes, and then your first 6 bans. It's always a toss-up, and we'll be heading into the draft now. Yay!
Yes, sir.
It's usually a toss-up. You got your Earthshakers, you've got your Liches, you've got your Night Stalkers, you've got your Spirit Breakers. These are typically the people we're seeing. Occasionally, UCLA versus UCSD probably scrimmed each other a lot. We're probably going to see some extra targeted bans here, more than just the meta ones.
Definitely. You're playing the specific game. You're not playing Dota in general, so you got to play around the specific game. If you know a hero has extra value because of the team you're playing against, then you ban it. And if you know your hero has extra value because one of your players on your team excels, you take it. It's that simple. Secondly, check out those banners. Is that the horchata you're talking about? Doesn't look very disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Photoshop, though, right?
Oh, yes, that is horchata. It's so thick, though. Look, it's like...
Eggnog.
You could like... yeah, also gross.
Okay, we're done here. That's enough.
UCLA leading out with a Brewmaster ban. Brewmaster has been recently been played a lot in the mid, and he's someone who can really put some control on those mid laners who really like to dominate early with their right clicks, like Viper. He's like Bane, but better because he can actually scale and do stuff better. Later.
Fair enough. But can he put people to sleep?
He cannot. Actually, he can put him in a
check
cyclone.
out that third ban for
that is the
UC San
Bane.
Diego. Oh,
Not-
just feels good. Feels good to be. Let me just get the dust off my shoulders here. All right, now I'm ready for this game.
We're certainly not seeing any tiny, so I'm just gonna
Here
go
he
to my
comes.
corner. I don't
Here,
think
this
so.
has
It's
to
not
be it.
looking like it.
Oh, I love the quick banning phase, though. I said this before. I'll say it again. When teams are boom, 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 ban pick. There's the tiny, by the way. Good job. High five.
Boom! We did it.
Nice. When teams are banning quick, I love it because it just radiates confidence from the teams banning quick, and it puts pressure on the other team to react.
Exactly.
Because
oh,
you get your hello
well.
Sproink.
This is
I
not
do say so
something that I
myself.
would have predicted ever in this draft.
Really? I know that in the not super recent, but recent past, our boy CCNC has been running that Enchantress mid and ripping people up. And maybe we're going to see something like that. But as a first pick, probably unlikely.
Yeah, I know at the end of 706, he started to see a lot more. Enchantress started to see a lot more play in the Dota Pit game that we were casting. Ice was running it to very good effect. So then once the patch hit, everyone was kind of refiguring stuff out, and she just disappeared.
Yeah, well, we know that especially with Navi, specifically their player Roger, Chen has been getting a lot of attention as a position 4, and some recent changes have reflected how much attention he's been getting. Enchantress does play a similar role, a very active jungler. She's a bit definitely more aggressive as a hero than Chen. Not as much about building that creep army, but she can play the role. I really like it when teams throw her in the enemy team's jungle during the laning phase and just have her farm and rotate in and farm and rotate in. She just it's a lot of pressure and she takes a lot of attention. If you put the time in to shut her down, it's really not that big of a deal. But if you don't put the time in to shut her down, she's going to give you a hard time. It's just it's a I think that's a great way to play her, and maybe we're going to see that this game. On top of that, UCLA goes for the Shadow Demon Centaur. That's a classic combo. Disruption sets up Centaur's Hoof Stomp stun, and Shadow Demon's W that amplifies damage sets up Centaur's W Edge. Wivrex, trivia question, what's the name of Shadow Demon's W? Soul Catcher.
Yeah, that one.
Spoiler alert. That's the one.
You
Lot of damage.
You wanted to see if I knew.
Yeah, and you did.
Um,
Keep it up.
Thanks. Shadow Demon. Now, one thing I like here as well with the Shadow Demon pick, I don't know if this was in response, but it's just good. Getting those Enchantress illusions is GR8.
GR8.
Put them in front and soak up some of the the tank, and just make life hell. Or be able to push
Definitely.
off of them. They don't have a right clicker yet, but Ogre obviously can always be that that bloodlust factory.
Definitely.
So,
Telegraphing they are going to have a physical damage right clicker coming in one of these last two picks.
yeah, both Ursa and Sniper banned out already. Both of them like it. Ursa more for the move speed, I think, and he gets a little bit more attack speed, but Sniper the attack speed. They've still got options are wide open. Sven has been a huge hero of this patch. He's pretty stable.
He's been a stable hero over the last year, maybe a bit more.
Yeah,
he just does what he does, crushes
even,
things,
even if
cleaves them.
Even if he's a little bland, Juggernaut has seen a ton of play who will benefit greatly from Bloodlust as well.
Heroes that have swords, have masks, and like to scream. I mean, you can't really ask for too much more, can you?
I guess that's accurate.
UCLA, so we have the Shadow Demon. It sets up the Centaur. I love that. Hopefully we'll see it in the landing phase. Potentially not, though, trying to get Centaur that solo XP and farm. But that's a lot of pressure they can put on people with Shadow Demon and Centaur. On top of that deadly duo, we have the Ogre. Those are three heroes that are fight ready. Shadow Demon obviously wants to have a pal before it gets fight ready, unless he's going to be stacking that Shadow Poison.
Oh, baby.
Hello, Illusion hero. Shadow Demon might just like that. Just kidding. No Metamorphosis aura.
So here's what I can't decide. Shadow to pair with the Shadow Demon. If they get a Jug, I think the Jug is pretty good. Death Prophet is great. But Jug is going to be able to do damage to Enchantress early by just spinning on top of her, not having to worry about right-clicking. If they get a Luna or something like that, Luna Shadow Demon, a little old, but Luna's seeing a lot more play these days, so...
I was gonna say I would love a Luna. I think you may have guessed their last hero. It pushes. It works well with Shadow Demon. It has the magic damage to deal with. Enchantress has the AOE to deal with Terrorblade. Luna loves Bloodlust. She's already a fast farmer. Bloodlust is just gonna accelerate that. She's gonna be insane. It just looks great for UCLA, in my opinion. I think that was a great call by you.
I think San Diego is going to ban it. I don't see what else they would ban here. Sven, with his cleave, can deal with Terrorblade, but he has a bad time against Enchantress. Juggernaut, actually, no, you know what? With the way that the meta is shifting right now, Juggernaut, I think if Luna doesn't get banned, I think they pick it. If it does, they're probably going for Jug here.
And Juggernaut's great against Phoenix, can just spin and chop that egg down. One thing I would like to point out, Shadow Demon really gives Disruptor a hard time. Just Shadow Demon has to be inside the Static Storm. One thing I love about Disruptor is how quick his ult is. Less than 100-second cooldown, early game. Every time Disruptor ult comes up, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill on at least one hero. Obviously has potential to be a great team fight spell, but even just taking one hero to the fight, it's a long duration disable that sets up easy kills because of the damage and the silence attached to it. If Shadow Demon's not in that Static Storm, or Shadow Demon's not being CC'd while someone's in the Static Storm, Shadow Demon's going to save them. So that puts a lot of pressure on Disruptor to hit good ults. And all Shadow Demon really needs to do is stay out of the way. On top of that, the one problem I think about the Juggernaut is I mean, he just has bloodlust. I'm worried that the Juggernaut's going to take too much range damage from Metamorphosis and from Enchantress. He might get, but he has the Bloodlust, and he does have people to set him up. Juggernaut definitely could work here.
I think
I really like that Luna
Jug
call by
is the
you. There's
ban.
the Juggernaut
I
ban.
think they're getting Luna here. I can't see what else they'd pick. There's still the possibility of the Sven, but if he wants to chop down Enchantress, it's going to be really dependent on him getting a BKB.
Yeah, getting a BKB or trying to get her with the cleave, which is going to get rough as the game goes on. Sven also is going to have a very hard time against the Fire Spirits, Untouchable and Fire Spirits, and the eventual Scotty. Sven's going to have it a little rough. I love Enchant. I think if Luna's picked up, UCLA's draft is deadly. It's fight ready from the get-go. It excels at all points in the game with a lot of pressure they can apply early game to counteract the pressure from Enchantress. Luna can grab a BKB to deal with Disruptor. Oh, I love it. Luna can cleave down Enchantress armies and Terrorblade illusions alike. She doesn't have to worry about being kited too much. I love Luna. I really like her here. And on top of that, I think she's a good pick.
And she's got really good attack speed as well. So Phoenix Egg is going to be chopped up. He's going to make scrambled eggs.
There we go. Storm Spirit trying to take advantage. There are 2 stuns. Not the easiest ones to hit because of the cast points that this Storm has a trigger finger on that ball lightning. But they do have 2 stuns and a silence. Storm, they definitely have the lockdown on UCLA to deal with a Storm.
If UCLA does have the disruption set up into a stomp, which will make it a little bit easier, but it's a small window, but it's obviously a better window than just trying to jump on him.
It does require communication, but it's possible. I think that Storm. The thing about Storm. So I play a lot of support. So the first thing comes to my mind if I see a Storm is you need to grab a Glimmer Cape or some way to keep yourself alive from Storm just jumping in the back and taking you out because you're a little squishy. Again, the same thing I said about Disruptor. If Storm jumps on someone and Shadow Demon is there and Shadow Demon is not being controlled, Shadow Demon just saves them. Alternatively, Shadow Demon gets jumped on by Storm, which is going to set up Ogre. It's going to let Death Prophet and it's going to let Centaur have an opportunity to hit Storm with some control. I think Storm is actually going to have it a little bit rough unless we see a strong early game. But we have the Enchantress, a hero that applies a lot of pressure early on. And if Enchantress does well, I think she'll make enough room for this Storm to get an early item. I know a lot of Storms have been going for the Kaya early over the Bloodstone. Have you been seeing that as well?
For the Storms, yeah, actually. I mean, it complements itself so well.
It's good for fighting, it's good for farming, it's good for mobility, it's good for everything Storm does.
Yeah, for players like on Zeus's, he gets the Aether, goes for the Kaya. Storm Spirit, he'll get his he usually still gets a Soul Ring just because it doesn't build into the Bloodstone
Soul
anymore.
Ring's great on Storm.
Yeah, but the instant mana for him, it's guaranteed escape.
Exactly, and his ability to just turn his blue bar into killing everyone he sees. Just his ability to turn mana into damage, turn mana into anything he wants. Soul Ring's great. No problem sacrificing 150 health. There she is. Great call, Wivrex.
It took 2 minutes for them to draft.
They were waiting for the stream delay to see what we had to say about the draft, I think. Just kidding. Oh, and look at that gorgeous Phoenix. Hello, that's a cosmetic. Terrorblade, a little bit lacking in the cosmetic department. Everyone else is looking pretty shiny, especially Scuba Diver Ogre.
I hate it.
I love it. That's the set. That's the dream
snorkel,
set.
Sir.
He has, maybe it's just a cheap scuba diving set. You can't afford much, but that's the dream set. He's got a day at a beach and he's got the Gambler Immortal. It couldn't be, and that's the most perfect ogre I've ever seen.
You can scuba dive with anything, just not for long, man.
Oh, and I hope you have your underwater map equipped to keep it on theme.
Absolutely not.
Okay, fair enough. That one's a little bit rough.
I normally have Immortal Gardens, but people were complaining to put the regular map on. So I was like, why? Why would you ever use anything that's not Immortal Gardens?
Yeah, I need to have wall hack on the left side trees. It's the only way to do it.
As this is a league game, we like to let you know who is playing. So on the UCLA, let's make sure I have the correct sides. San Diego,
UCLA Dyer,
and San Diego Radiant. Perfect. It is going to be with my strongest on the Storm Spirit. Phoenix will be played by Life So Tough. We have Shuabu on the Enchantress. Terrorblade played by Attila. and Ludimer on the Disruptor.
On the Dire UCLA team, we have Patience playing Death's Prophet, looking to take towers and silence the storm. We have Centaur, who I just checked and is muted by me, looking to set up with Shadow Demon and stomp on the competition, just like he's going to stomp on the enemies. Luna looking to cleave towers and cleave heroes alike, being played by XXX. Shadow Demon being played by yours truly, the cute Indian guy, not me, him, the cutest Indian guy in the game. And Ogre Magi, ready for a day at the beach, is being played by RG.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Horchata versus the Bruins.
And this is the first time that I have casted a CSL game and the bounty rune was not contested.
Yeah, what teams are doing a lot these days is that each one will take their side, because obviously they can be near each other and a lot safer if they're all going for these 2 runes together, whereas if they try and split it up where they're miles and miles and miles apart and can't get near each other.
Yeah, fair enough. And anything special with these early game wards? Nothing too crazy. Blocking the big camp top against the Enchantress. So that's actually the Dire ward blocking their own camp to stop Enchantress. I love that play. 2 heroes mid, Ogre mid, obviously. Not a lot of heroes can take him on one in the early game. Great stats. And we see that as Storm Spirit just gets beat down. Ogre wants to go to the beach and he's got to win this lane first.
Yeah, this is a tough lane for Storm Spirit to be in. He's going to get just so bullied by Soul Siphon up until level 6. Once he gets level 6, then he's a lot happier, and he's going to be pretty damn hard to kill.
Oh, yeah. I really like the lanes already. With the camp being blocked for Enchantress is a huge deal, and then Shadow Demon's leveling Shadow Poison level 1. The damage build, not looking to set anything up except for damage on the hero that has a low health pool, actually 620 with 2 circlets and a branch, but setting up the magic damage. Enchantress's weakness, as she puts 1 point in untouchable, it's not really going to do too much against the magic damage. Obviously, you still have an advantage trading with Shadow Demon, but she would have that anyways with her superior damage. Centaur against the tri-lane doesn't even look too dangerous. There doesn't seem to be too much kill potential. I think the only way Centaur is going to get taken out bottom lane is with a glimpse. Thunderstrike picked up level 1 and Disruptor, standard build, very high damage spell, 160 magic damage at level 1, 130 mana cost.
Enchantress is getting bullied out. She actually might go down here.
Ogre?
Ignite ticking away. One more shot should be able to do it. Oh, he burns the poison, but it's not enough. 15 HP Enchantress getting away there.
Just hopping on by, making space.
Oh, meanwhile, the first blood happens. Centaur Warrunner gets chased down by the rest of the Radiant heroes, jumping in deep. We caught the last second of that one.
Metamorphosis, just a scary spell. Level 1, level 25. You see Terrorblade hit his E button. You're pretty terrified by that, if I do say so myself. Storm Spirit had a bit of a rough start, but he's actually second on CS behind his ally, the Terrorblade, and he has a double damage rune. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of money and gold with that one.
Yeah, despite the bullying start with Ogre showing up here to stop the Storm Spirit's doing all right. He is tied up, basically, completely with Death Prophet.
Yeah. Death Prophet, Storm neck and neck. Terrorblade taking the lead, as to be expected. He's great last hitting in general as a melee hero, and then with Metamorphosis range and all that damage. Very hard to miss a CS. On top of that, he outnumbers Centaur 3-1 with heroes. A move being made by Dire side here. UCLA captures the Enchantress.
They're going to get her, but they have no Ignite up right now. They're just putting pressure on her.
Stopping her jungle. In the meantime, we have a free farming Luna. And now she's up there with the rest of them. The top 4 players, Terrorblade, Storm, Luna, Death Prophet, all sitting up top.
Womp womp. Wow, Patience wasn't supposed to die in this lane. I wasn't even looking here. Wasn't expecting it.
It looks like Phoenix came by, but he's full mana, so unless Phoenix just tossed out a couple auto attacks, Storm Spirit either outplayed him or Patience didn't have the patience and made a mistake.
Yeah, it looks like he was up on the high, or up a little too far. Phoenix, yeah, he didn't use anything really. Oh, here they go again. Banishment onto the Shuabu. They're going to be able to get him with a Lucent Beam and the Ignite. He's burning down. One more poison will be all that they need. And now they're going to start fighting Luna gets glimpsed back, is taking quite a lot of shots from the tower, as well as the fire spirits will go down to the lightning. And now RG and Indian guy and Sig, cute Indian guy, need to get on out.
So, as we saw, Enchantress, weak against magic damage, gets taken out pretty quick, but early on, any hero with a low health pool is weak against magic damage, and the return kill on the Luna definitely makes that trade go in favor of UC San Diego. Luna for Enchantress, obviously position 1 for 3. Simple math, quick math. But in the meantime, Centaur is left to solo against Terrorblade. Terrorblade, another low health hero with high armor, some way to avoid physical damage but weak against magic. Centaur 2 points in double edge, has a lot of regen. He's building those tranquil boots. Oh, middle lane.
Another jump. Yeah, they're going aggressive onto Storm Spirit, but
Ogre doesn't care about this tower.
Yeah.
Does he?
At all. He's gonna get jumped on. He's gonna go down. They will kill Storm
Easy
Spirit
trade.
though. They feed a kill over, but that is definitely good to keep that Storm down. Especially because look how close to his level 6 he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's that.
Definitely extra value added because Storm was alive for the Ogre kill, so he gets the XP. But, oh, bottom lane, Centaur's really low. He actually misplays.
One more shot. Oh, he gets the salve off. He won't go down today.
What a tasty salve that was. And with the Tranquil Boots ready, he might just hang out and regen. Looks like they're pinging the shrine. Shadow Demon wants some mana.
They're going to shrine up and probably turn it around. They may be able to... No, Attila's already healed up. Topped off completely.
Both of the supports to set back up bottom, and I don't think Centaur knows this. They're going for a smoke. Oh, they're probably going to go for the Storm, but Storm's level 6, though. That is a bold maneuver. They have to get the Disrupt into Stomp. That's the only way they do this. Also with the Silence, not picked up on Death's Prophet.
They get
Hello.
They get it. Now here comes the
Go
Stomp.
for it.
Hey, they're going to hit him, but they've... Oh, the double edge is going to do it!
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Ogre sets up the aggressive ward. I like this. This lets Luna play really aggressive, and they can leave her alone if she's doing fine against the Enchantress. She looks like she is 30 and 18 on Luna versus 13 and 4 on Enchantress. Hello, we got an action-packed game. We're going to see some towers go down soon. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, Wivrex.
Yeah, the thing you got to remember with Ball Lightning, you know, a lot of times it feels like he just gets out, but there is that wind-up time, and it seems like they've got this combo down pretty well, that they're going to be able to hit that pretty consistently on Storm Spirit.
They had the exact right duration. Any longer and he would have gotten out. Disruptor in a bit of trouble top lane. Gets caught.
He's going to get disrupted up, and now they're chasing him down. Ball Lightning comes in onto cute Indian guy, but RG is here, puts a stun into him. Oh, they will get chased down. But Eclipse gets used onto Shuabu. Shuabu is channeling up those spirits and makes it out of there easy. Not even breaking a sweat.
I'd like to point out Shadow Demon did get XP for that kill, even though he did die. So Shadow Demon's probably happy with that, knowing that as soon as Storm showed up, there's no way he's getting out. Normally Luna wasting Eclipse is a huge deal because that's a point where Luna has to go back and farm. But this early in the game, Luna's safe to just sit in the lane, not really worried about too much. If Storm's off the map, it's going to be pretty obvious which lane he's ganking. And for the most part, Storm wants to be hitting creeps, not heroes this early with his small mana pool and his large lane presence. However, later on, if Luna uses Eclipse and is not able to get anything, it's going to be punished a lot harder.
Despite
bottom lane. Are we going to see some action?
Oh, Oliver, yeah, he was going in very, very deep.
Holding the disruption.
He's got Stampede.
There it is.
Glimpse is used. There we go. Glimpse popped. He's just going to try to go for the TP, but... he doesn't burn today!
Shadow Demon.
No way.
Love it.
Oh boy, Patience is going to be able to pick up an Arcane Rune here, and is probably looking to use his Exorcism now within the duration of that Arcane Rune.
Definitely, and with Storm Spirit off in the jungle for a wave, we might be able to see some free damage. Likely Storm Spirit will be back in time though, but without a bottle to fill his mana pool and have half health and half mana, Death Prophet's in a great position to do some serious tower damage here. Storm Spirit is no position to defend this.
San Diego's already putting the tower damage in with a Metamorphosis. They're going to be forced to use the Glyph. Patience
now that taking
pop, there's Exorcism. Oh, he hit the Exorcism, then the Arcane Rune.
No, don't tell me that. Well, they're in position bottom lane. Defensive support from Disruptor. I would say the middle tower is more valuable. Dire taking middle tower is more valuable than Radiant taking bottom. They didn't actually finish the bottom.
Yeah.
But both
TPs
these
are
towers
coming
are
in,
high
but
value.
What are they really going to be able to do? Exorcism keeping it close. No.
Tower
did not
down.
come
Do they
out.
want to commit?
Oh, they're going to try and go on Disruptor, but the rest of the team is here. They've got heals coming in from Life So Tough, but it won't be enough. Myth, my strongest, jumps in. He's going on to Oliver right now. He will be able to get the kill, but Patience now is ready.
Oh.
Silence goes up onto Storm Spirit. He's stunned. Trying to walk his way away. Ball Lightning goes. One more poison could do him in. It's not going to connect. When this pops, he'll be pretty low, but we'll be able to make it to that shrine.
Mm-hmm. I thought that he was
find him
going to
again?
take it out there.
They've got Silence.
He's got some mana. Enchantress is showing up.
Soul Siphon is available as well.
It
They're going to
doesn't
get
look
the
like there's
Silence
a-
now.
oh.
They're trying to fight him, but Disruption
Launch
not
charges.
ready, not available yet. He'll just be able to ball Lightning out of there. He's up on the high ground. He's running
TP
away.
though.
Oh no, Cute Indian guy's going to get really hurt right now. Playing Ring Around the Rosie.
Ooh.
Never mind. Juke Shuabu's pants off. You
What
know,
a scrap.
You know when
Scrap and a
people
half.
get hit by a car and their shoes fly off? That's what happened to
I know
Shuabu just
exactly
now.
that. Buy shoes. More like shoeless-a-boo. Am I right,
You
Wibrex?
tried.
Thank you. And it looks like we're just having a team shower at the Dire Jungle Shrine. Storm Spirit makes it out, and we're going to see a lot more of that. That's what the hero does. But we also have a
Stampede in 4 seconds.
Oh.
It looks like they want to go on to
Yeah.
Shuabu. Disruption. They're not even going to use it. They're just body blocking him up. But they've got Phoenix here now.
Oh,
Going to
look
be
at
able to
this
do the
healing.
heals. Ludimer comes in as well. We're expected to see.
He's ready
yeah,
to
here
go.
comes a glimpse. Goodbye, Cute Indian guy.
bye-bye. Oh, bottom tower does get taken out, and we see Terrorblade rotate mid. The pushing hero versus the pushing hero. Up on the side, Luna's just farming the jungle. Mask of Madness picked up, the TZ special. That is an item you buy when you want to farm, and when later on, you just want to hit people really, 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 really fast. 2 mana regen picked up on the Storm. What do you think about Storm's level 10 talents? 2 mana regen versus 20 damage. They both feel oh so good to take. The only thing that sucks about them is you don't get both.
Yeah, it's a pretty. That's one of the more competitive talents, I think. Between
They're
the
both
two
so
options.
strong. I prefer. I mean, again, they both feel so good to take, but I do prefer the 20 damage just because it accelerates. I mean, but the mana regen accelerates your farm too. Let's ponder on this while we watch some action about to take place top lane. Both teams posturing. Let's see if they actually have the gall to do it.
We have
Phoenix with Supernova probably wants to press that button, even though it feels oh so bad to hit at level 6 and before it's been leveled up. Oh, Storm Spirit's been scouted. Oh no, Centaur just checked. He might have been able to set it up with a double-edged stomp.
Stole his rune.
He definitely could have killed him there. Shoot. I think Stampede might give them the edge here. It's so strong in these early fights. Ogre about to hit 6. Do you think he's going to go for the multicast? Some people
Right at
do
6.
skip it.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna skip it this game. Actually,
He doesn't have a lot of mana.
Yeah, he's going Bloodlust Machine, so multicast doesn't do him that much right now. Ignite and Fire Blast, level 1. All right, we've got a disruption
Phoenix?
in Shuabu. Jump in from Phoenix. He gets some of the Forged Spirits out.
Oh, on the back line.
But, yeah, in the back line, we've got Banshee. They're going to use the Stampede, trying to run him down. Oh, no, they're trying to go into the egg. It is going to get taken down, but Centaur is probably going to pay with his life. Will burn down to the final tick from the lightning. And now, oh, they've got to be really careful. Terrorblade could go down. Storm Spirit jumps in the back line. He's going to be able to pick up 1. That was Luna going down. This is going to go all the way bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5.
Gosh.
Taken down.
Good.
San Diego in the first team fight of the game. Just showing that they are showing up.
And there's the Kaya first. This Storm Spirit, that fight went really well. That's what he wanted. Now all these further fights are going to go much better now that he's got that intellect sword. What I love about these early fights, first of all, is that they define the speed of the next few minutes of the game, which is always fun, especially as we transition from the laning phase to the mid game here with towers going down and team fights happening. But what I love about these early games is small things make such a huge difference. That fight, in my opinion, looked like it was really going to go in UCLA's favor. We had a big silence come out from Death Prophet on the back line, Exorcism, and then Soul Siphon, and then the Shadow Demon was unable to set up with Centaur. Phoenix got in, drew everyone's attention, and even though Phoenix went down, it set up a triple disruptor kinetic field ult. Ooh, that felt good for him to hit, I bet. And from there, the rest is history, just like the Dire team.
UCLA's supports are super poor right now. Well, not super poor, but comparatively, San Diego supports are having a much better time. And a really good way to gauge the game, I always say, is on the health of the supports.
What about when you're watching PPD?
Just buckle up, you know. It's gonna be rough.
All right, Disruptor getting chased down by a mid lane player.
It's gonna get glimpsed back. Ooh, the poison almost connecting. Still didn't have quite the damage there, I think.
He might have been able to get him if he popped that Invis rune and just let the Spirit Siphon tick. Because he wouldn't have been able to get disrupted.
That is true. Glimpse back, he would have stayed right where he was.
Maybe he's you know what? He's probably saving it because he wants to exorcism and go invisible in the next fight. 15 seconds.
Beauty.
He wants to be that guy. Phoenix with the urn. Great pickup. Going for the Yules on Phoenix, actually. Help deal with some Eclipse. Take him out of the target. Help deal with Silence from Death Prophet. Ogre just walking around. Ogre never really gets many items. If Ogre's getting items, you know the game is going well, as you were saying, with the health of the supports. And look at Enchantress, just causing pressure. I've been able to farm right up here on the corner of the map and going to keep pressing. Probably won't follow the next wave. Storm Spirit just showing off with his Kaya zipping around for creep kills. Hello. He has an item. He got it first. He wants everyone to know. Smoke on Shadow Demon and 3 heroes sitting mid for raid or for Dire, but Enchantress is pushing really hard top lane, and if she keeps this up, it's going to be obvious when all the heroes disappear.
Man, she is going all the way.
She has a teleport scroll and a Dragonlance. See what she can do.
This is pretty ballsy. Rampage is going to get used. Fire Blast immediately now. Yeah, they don't need to use Eclipse. Luna's
they can't use it just yet, but if they want to, they can use it soon.
Luna's just holding the Lucent Beam. Oh no, now's her chance to TP, but she doesn't be able to.
Bottom lane, we have a tower, though. No, he got it.
Oh, Oliver's going to get caught inside of the kinetic field and can't TP out of there. They get the kill on the Enchantress, but it was all a diversion.
It was all a diversion. Yes, Wivrex?
They wanted him. They
got him.
Look at how deep Enchantress went. They're like, yeah, do it. They're going to go after you. They aren't going to see
that's what she does. What are you so? You have to respond to that. She's hard to kill. Took them 3 heroes. In the meantime, they got a T2 on the other lane. I like it. That's what you got to do. You could say, if you haven't already, which you may have, it was a diversion.
Would you say that UCSD is playing 4D chess here?
5D.
7D backgammon?
They put the D in chess. 5D chess. If you take that as you will. Terrorblade, Yasha Dragonlance, very standard. Helps him farm, helps him survive, helps him fight. Got the stats. That's what he likes. 1200 health. 26 armor. His armor's over double his level. This man's insane. He's a turtle.
Oh my goodness.
And actually, Centaur stops going for the hood and alternates to queue up the Blink Dagger. I like that. The hood is great. It helps him farm. It helps him stay alive against the magic damage. But after that first team fight went poorly, they needed a way to get back in the game. Power Spike from a Blink Dagger. Oh, mid lane. Shadow Demon.
He's sad.
Oh!
He gets the Disrupting. They're going to try and respond. Oh, but Luna's out front now. This isn't where she wants to be. And Ignite goes out. It's going to hit onto Disruption. Actually, they save. No, they don't save anyone's life. Shadow Team is still
Attila wants to go in, but everyone else probably wants to get back. And Storm sees something he loves. An Arcane Rune while he has a Kai in his inventory. Hello, infinite mana. Oh, we have a stomp.
Stomped. They ignite him as well, but they just have to leave. That was actually a little ballsy going for that play there because...
just warming up the fingers.
Yeah.
Luna's getting scouted here, though.
No.
And...
Stampede is used. Here they go. Eclipse coming in. It's going to start hitting. The Phoenix is able to make it on out of there. They do clean up 1 kill with the Eclipse. But Storm Spirit, you're never going to catch him. You got an Arcane Ruin going. They will find Attila, though, and this is not who they wanted to die.
Oh, Death Prophet finds another one.
Heals up onto Phoenix. He does have his egg. They are not going to be able to do anything.
I just love the, there's like the 2 seconds of hope with Death Prophet. I'll go for
Oh, yeah. Patience is getting run down right now by Storm Spirit. The disruptions are going to be able to buy him a little bit of time. And now Phoenix got to be careful. He's going to dive in, but that's the wrong way, Storm Spirit. He's going to go down, but they do get themselves a kill on the Death Prophet. Luna's trying to run away, backs up Shuabu. Shuabu's going to make it out. Storm Spirit's fine as well. It will be final disengage, with the end result being Terror Blade for Death Prophet and Phoenix. Who else went down in that fight? Oh, the Shadow Demon went down an hour ago.
Yeah, and that's to be expected and not really too much to trade. But Luna is actually still topping net worth, very closely followed, though, by Terror Blade, Storm Spirit, and then a little bit farther away, but number 4 on the total chart, Enchantress, sitting at just shy of 8K, Luna just shy of 10K. Yeah, Luna's going for the Manta, so she wants to throw glaives. She wants to throw a lot of glaives.
Yeah, and she's almost done with it, so this will, man, between the Luna, the Manta, and the Shadow Demon, this is like classic CG stuff.
Oh yeah, this is the Storm Spirit with the runes. Hello, double damage picked up. He's gonna look to use this to finish off that Bloodstone. When he gets that Bloodstone, I mean that's just another great item on Storm Spirit. These are the items he needs to stay relevant against all of the crowd control. On top of that, he's been doing a great job with mobility. We saw last fight dodge the silence. And bottom lane is getting pushed in. Top lane's getting pushed in, but we see a smoke. They have to act fast if they want to catch someone, because it's going to be very apparent when all 5 heroes are missing and their lanes are being pushed in what's going on.
They're running their
line is drawn by Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't have a TP.
San Diego's always going into the trees.
Smoke popped.
Storm gets out.
the Yules on this Prophet.
Tries to Yules. He tries to Yules, but Yules himself. Phoenix got the dive out, broke the smoke, so they are safe there. Very good positioning.
Actually, a little bit.
SD.
Great positioning, definitely. I'm a little bit surprised Enchantress actually backed up. I think she did so early to be safe, because look at where her lane is pushing. If she stayed in that lane, she could have actually got some damage on T3. Unhealable damage on that T3, if I do say so myself. And the Manta on Luna, I love it. Luna went Mask of Madness, great item for farming. Manta style, great item for stats, and a great item for farming. And Ogre, a great hero to farm for the Storm Spirit, who is just about to pick up that Bloodstone.
Yeah, what does San Diego really have to deal with an illusion army from Luna?
Well, we maybe can see, I mean, there's the thinking for AoE, we have Storm Spirit Aghanims, but that's not actually going to deal with the illusions. This is going to be some crowd control. Phoenix can deal a lot of damage, but his farm is a little bit rough. His levels, how's he doing on levels?
He can slow him down, and then Storm Spirit, to really clear them, he's going to need to jump in. After that, they got a little bit of damage from Disruptor, but that's it.
Well, riddle me this. We have an army of illusions coming out from Manta, Luna, and Shadow Demon, but we also have an army of illusions coming out from Manta, Terrorblade, and Terrorblade's Conjure Image.
I have one word.
Roshan goes down. And Glaives. I think the illusions is just gonna be the carry fight. We're gonna have everyone else fighting, and the carries are just gonna have their own little RTS illusion micro battle going on. Because those are the 2 easiest ways to clear illusions. UCLA does have an easier time though with Double Edge and with Death Prophet offers AoE as well.
I mean, just the Luna Moon Glaives bouncing around in the illusions is gonna do all kinds of work. But San Diego, they're gonna start pushing now.
Terrorblade is high damage, though, so illusions with their increased damage taken, he won't have too much time. If the real hero is the one hitting them.
Here comes Exorcism is used. Oliver's jumping in. Stun into Storm Spirit, gets bursted immediately, but that's the guy who has the Aegis, so he'll be back in for this fight. Now they have to be careful. Stampede is used. They're trying to go in aggressively. Shubu taking quite a lot of damage. Eclipse is used. The egg goes out as well. Phoenix is going to burn up over there in UCLA, trying to desperately escape from the clutches. Oh, Storm Spirit actually did go down a second time. Just
barely.
But, I mean, they just smashed that fight.
That was the Aegis MVP for me. I really like how UCLA went in. They knew they had to blow the Storm Spirit up. They clearly communicated, let's kill Storm Spirit right away. Now, but Storm Spirit had the Aegis. They did stack stuns. Oh god, that's a triple stomp.
Oh, Oliver, he's going to be able to get Ludimer. He will probably die, pay for his transgressions on the low ground.
Are we going to see a buyback? We might.
Bought a little bit of time. They don't want to give up a tier 3, possibly Rax, probably just the tier 3, and some range Rax damage here this early into the game.
I think they might be able to get the melee if they all focus it.
Yeah, if there's no buyback or anything like
looks
that.
like a little bit of delay going for the
they're
range.
splitting it up. Death Prophet will be back soon, but they don't want
There's
to buy
the
back
meta.
on Luna.
Death Prophet might be in trouble now.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
no.
Ball Lightning's going to go in. The Yule's up is going to keep him alive a little bit longer. They get a disruption as well. This is buying time for Luna, but they already got the barracks, and now they could get run over in their own base. Patience goes down to a long-range javelin.
And another.
And another.
Snipe show.
Just fishing.
Sniper got banned, but this Enchantress is doing his work. What I was going to say with that T2 fight is they did spells were stacked to kill the Storm Spirit. It was clearly communicated to go on him, but because they stacked spells, when that Aegis was used, they didn't have any follow-up, and Storm Spirit came right back in the fight, and he was ready to go.
I
Nothing
love
to
this.
slow him down.
Metamorphosis is still up, so they're going to either force a buyback or get more objectives. Buybacks
Definitely.
still aren't being used, so it's going to be the objective game. They're chasing down.
Yeah.
They might even be able to get some kills. Oh, this Static Storm goes down, but they make it out of the kinetic field. Here comes the Phoenix Egg. He will probably go down, but that's going to get Storm Spirit in the backline, getting some more kills. Luna is down. No, not going to be able to be back for 70 more seconds. This lets Terrorblade just do whatever he wants, and another snipe shot with the impetus from Enchantress gets one inside of the fountain. 2 lanes of racks down, and I don't think San Diego's going to stop.
Courier
Why
actually
would
died
they?
to the T4s there after delivering an item. The cherry on the cake. There it is. They're forced out. I want to say that the attention that Phoenix is grabbing when he casts his ults haven't been super effective if you look at the damage or if you look at their success rate. He hasn't gotten a lot off. Usually when he hits already, he dies. But we saw it at the T1 fight, the very first team fight in the game, and we saw it just now. Phoenix ults, everyone focuses him and sets up Phoenix's team. First time, a triple static storm. This last time, Phoenix ult sets up a triple static remnant from Storm Spirit. Blows people up, manages to get out. Every time this Phoenix ults, you know, it's not winning the fight because of the damage or the stun. It's winning the fight because it's comboing with his team. And trading Phoenix to hit 3 heroes with a bunch of spells, oh, that feels good, especially when you can turn those connecting your spell into kills. UCLA was a little. They didn't really seem like they wanted to buy back in exchange for racks, and they got punished hard for it. I think if they just double bought back early on, or even bought back on one of the cores on the first push, they might have been able to save a lane, maybe lose a T3, but save the lane. Because they didn't do that, they got taken advantage of. Death Prophet with an aggressive portal, Metamorphosis.
Oh no,
right
Luna's
on top.
gonna get found. They used the Atos into the wrong one, and Luna's TPing out is actually gonna make it. Oh, that could have been a big kill.
Portal in from DP. Are they going to try and do something? No, they're just going to hang out. They don't have a lot of map presence right now. And we have Illusions and the Enchantress going down bot lane. Looks like they're going to do the smart play. Take the shrines first. Very unlikely UCLA will mount a defense. 1 lane up. The shrines are pretty much fair game. Free gold. Ogre's giving everyone the bloodlust. He's doing what he can do, but not too much more. Grabbing the Glimmer Cape, great counter to Storm Spirit. Offers essentially another disruption for the team defensively. Scan picks up some illusions.
All right, San Diego is ready to push here. They don't have an Aegis this time around to let Storm get blown up, but they're obviously going to play around that. They look so tough to kill right now. Of course, Static Storm, as he said in the draft, 100 or very short cooldown. All right, here they go. The Stomp is not going to connect on anyone. The Egg is deep inside right now. That's going to force some attention from Luna. The Stampede is used. That's trying to get them out of there. They've already killed the Death Prophet, who will go down. They get the Centaur in the backline now. Oh, with my strongest makes it out. Storm Spirit's going to be just
Look
fine.
what's going on
taken
bottom,
down.
though.
Yeah, the illusion.
Objective
coming
base
through.
gamer.
Eclipse coming in, but he's taking so much damage. He's just going to get blown up immediately. Who needs any wave clear when you can just fight the guy in the face?
When, you know, obviously this was going to be the fight to win it when the Rax is getting taken in the middle of the fight, but when your carry, who's been farming for the most of the game, by far top net worth on your team, I'm speaking of Luna, of course, here for the Dire, for UCLA, when Luna hits Eclipse, hits BKB, hits Mask of Madness, and runs in, and all Terrorblade has to do is right-click on Luna and just absolutely obliterate him, yeah, I think that's going to be the defining moment of the game. And it was. What we saw there was UC San Diego, that top T1 fight really set the pace. They put the pedal to the metal. Teams were neck and neck. We saw it. Storm Spirit and Death Prophet going even mid. Centaur picking up farm. We had Luna picking up farm. We had Terrorblade picking up farm. Towers getting pushed really early on. And then that first T1 fight where we had a Static Storm setup, a triple Static Storm setup by a Phoenix trading his life, and then UC San Diego just took the whole thing. They started putting the pedal to the metal. Enchantress then pushing out top lane, causing a lot of attention. 3 heroes go top. Whoops, you just lost the T2 bottom early on to Terrorblade. And they just kept that snowball rolling, getting bigger and bigger. Terrorblade was harder and harder to deal with. And Storm Spirit, we talked about, there's a lot of control to lock him down, but he had his finger on the trigger. Those ball lightnings, he dodged a ton of spells. He knew what was coming, especially that very last fight. He initiates, goes in, boom, stuns DP. Centaur immediately responds. Storm Spirit was already out of there. I think Storm Spirit, knew going in, he was going to go in, he was going to stun, he was going to drop the remnant, and he was going to move, and it worked perfectly. They dodged the counter initiation. Phoenix, his ult was that was probably his least effective one. It slowed the Luna down a bit, but the Static Storm separated everyone from the fight, and they just rolled over them. As Storm Spirit's sitting behind the fountain, or behind the throne, just outside the fountain, Terrorblade's doing what Terrorblade does: right-clicking on a Barracks, right-clicking on a Luna, and then right-clicking on the victory button after they call GG.
Yeah, even though the that final egg that we saw from the Phoenix it didn't seem like it was doing as much as the other ones. I will say that it seems like every single egg was a great zoning egg. It forced the attention in the back. That meant that Luna couldn't close the gap. Glaives couldn't bounce around. They just didn't have damage in the front. And so that let Terrorblade and everyone else just start picking up and rolling over people one at a time.
Exactly. With the high attack speed, it's really hard, or it was really hard for UCLA to not want to go for the egg. With Bloodlust, Luna with Mask of Madness, all that. It's hard to not want to click on the egg. And it almost felt like instead of Phoenix casting Supernova, Phoenix was casting Berserker's Call. Because every time Phoenix hit R, everyone just went, okay, we need to hit Phoenix, we need to hit Phoenix, stop what you're doing, we need to get on Phoenix. And UC San Diego just had time to figure out what the next move was and take an advantage in the fight, hit the spells they needed to hit. Whether it be a triple Static Storm or a triple Static Remnant, it got staticky, and it went well for them.
All right, everyone, that was game number 1 of UCLA versus UC San Diego. We're going to throw it to a short break, and then the next lobby and the next draft will be up actually very shortly, it looks like. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Make it boom.